we get started. All right, so questions for either of these two gentlemen, and then I'll be right back.
Cael, you think you wanted to see this team have the kind of challenge they had today? And how do you think they respond to that challenge?
Yeah, we know obviously Nebraska got a really good team and a very good dual meet team, and yeah, I mean that's why we do what we do is to wrestle the best, and you know they're certainly one of the best. Our guys, you know, we lost some tough matches today, won some tough matches, so we'll just kind of regroup and get ready for next week.
Cael, you guys were down at half. The second half of the duel, you guys really came out to 4 or 5. What was that like? And how do you feel like knowing that if you're down in a duel, you can come out and you can win a majority of the matches and get a close victory at home?
Yeah, we know who we have in our lineup. It's a team effort, and something doesn't go our way, and you know it just gives other people an opportunity to step up and help the team. But yeah, it was fine. You know, I think you always want to win every match, but we got some stuff we can play with and just kind of get ready for the next go.
Cael, with Tyler as a true freshman going against the #1 wrestler in the country, how do you think he was able to do, and how do you expect him to benefit from wrestling a guy like Rich Lovett?
Yeah, I think he did well. I mean, it was a tight score in the third period, so he's close. You know, I mean, it's easier to keep something close than to win a match, but I think he's right there, and yeah, I mean, like you said, he's a freshman. He's going to get better each match. He just needs more experience, but great test for him today, and hopefully he can kind of come away knowing. I think Tyler believes he can beat anybody, so I don't know if anything really changes. But yeah, tough opponent for him today, but good experience for him.
Levi, did you feel Rob kind of break to just snap off those 2 takedowns back here in the third?
I don't think that was necessarily him breaking, just kind of hitting my groove and doing what I do.
Levi, what kind of allowed you to find your groove during the match?
Just kind of pulling that guy's head down, listening to coach. He told me just go out there, keep getting angles, and you do that, guys get tired, so it allows you to kind of open them up. So.
Cael, a few weeks ago you said that it was kind of quiet in Rancor in that fight. You were playing the music throughout the bout.
Yeah.
But today, the energy felt like it was a lot louder or better. So this is all 3 of you, but how did you feel in this?
Yeah, it felt good. I mean, I think when you have, you know, back and forth tough dual meets, you know, those things, people are going to be a little louder. You know, I mean, that's just natural. You know, we'd rather not be back and forth. You know, but yeah. I mean, we just, you know, this is our home, and you know, we want as much of an advantage as we can get, and the fans, and you know, they certainly play a role in sports. You know, I think they have a lot of influence, and you know, we want this to be the toughest place in the country to wrestle. And we can't do that. Only our fans can do that. You know, I mean, we can obviously have the product out there, and the attitude, and the enthusiasm, but we need that matched, and but we have to give people something to cheer about too. So.
Levi, this was your 3rd time wrestling Peyton Robb. Was there anything drastically different compared to the first 2 matches, did you feel?
No, I don't feel like there was anything drastically different. He's a tough competitor, so just went out there and stayed true to my character.
Carter, I know they tell you guys not to kind of get into other teammates' matches so that way you don't drain yourself to your energies. Did you catch the tail end of Mitchell's match, and then how was it going out there after you see him what he did?
No, I learned that lesson my freshman year at Nationals when we had like 4 guys in the finals, and I was kind of cheering. And when I was wrestling, after like the first exchange, I was exhausted, so I was like, yeah, that was a lesson learned. So you just get like your emotions bottled up, and now, I mean, I kind of just, I just have faith in our guys that they're gonna go out there and do their thing. But I love wrestling after Mitchell. I mean, he gets me fired up, and then he's coming off the mat. I like his energy, so it's always fun going after him.
Carter, a little random, but do you recognize this shirt? And if you do you ever think about Ian when you wrestled here at Penn State?
Yeah, I do remember those shirts. Yeah, he texts me all the time, so I mean, he gets me fired up as well. And I always think about Ian every single day. So, and that's just another reason to be grateful because you never know when it's your last time on the mat. You know, I mean, eventually that day's gonna come, but hopefully on your terms. So, yeah, Ian's a beast.
Cael, for you, Levi, what have you been able to see from him that he's been able to be consistent throughout this year?
What have I seen
Yeah.
from Levi? He's just being Levi. Levi's just a hard-nosed kid. He's trying to get better every match. He's competing hard every match. You know, his technique is getting better every match. So he's just being better every match too. So it's fun to see.
Yeah, what do you think Bernie would take out of this match as far as he was close at least 3 times, just couldn't quite finish?
Yeah, I mean, his opponent is hard to score on, obviously. You know, so you got to give him credit. He's a really good wrestler. Bernie's just got to stay on the legs and finish, and just maybe kind of get that pace going a little earlier. Gives a little bit more time. You know, maybe he finishes. You know, maybe he doesn't. But yeah, it was a good experience for him. And I think Bernie's fine. You know, he's. I mean, he knows his best wrestling is going to be at the national tournament. So, but he's doing well. Yeah, I mean, like every program. I mean, our team's been going through sickness and all that fun stuff. You know, Carter's hopefully coming off that, but I mean, you're talking like, these guys are fighting through some stuff, and Miguel's sick today, so just it's kind of been going around and lingering and not really moving on. So yeah, I think our goal here and key is just get healthy and feeling good and ready for the end. Obviously, we have another match Sunday as well.
What do you guys tell Braden after a tough three-match stretch here? He's lost 2 of the last 3 after having such a phenomenal start to the year.
I think he's fine. I think he just needs the experience, right? As long as the enthusiasm doesn't dim, he'll be right in the mix. And everyone's kind of changing up a little bit the way they wrestle, and so we just got to make those adjustments as well.
Bernie seemed like he was frustrated. Obviously, I don't know if we didn't talk to him, but he seemed frustrated at the end of that match. Is that something that you have to maybe keep from snowballing with him at this point, or are you worried about that at all?
I think he knows what he needs to do. I think he's maybe frustrated with himself just because he didn't pull the trigger a little bit more earlier. But I mean, it's some nice shots. He just so yeah. I mean, I thought Bernie, unfortunately he didn't win, but I thought he wrestled pretty well today. I mean, he gave up a few takedowns early and then battled back and was close there at the end. So I think he has a lot of positives he can take away from the match today.
Carter, there's down for the first time this year at the break. Could you feel anything different when you guys were talking at the break as opposed to other matches, or was it just sort of business as usual?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was business as usual. Usually I'm not in the locker room at the break, but I went in today just because everybody else was. And but yeah, I mean, I think we were fine. Even at the break, we were down at the half. That stuff kind of ticks me off a little bit though, just because.
All right, then. Well, I think we're done. Not sure what that is, but.
That was a hot question.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I think we can beat that team a lot worse, but we'll keep getting better. And like Coach said, our best wrestling is gonna be at the national tournament. So that's like our main focus.
Carter, with you being a veteran guy, this being the last conference dual meet in Rec Hall this season, what has this building meant to you over the years, and do you have a favorite memory in particular that took place here?
I think the next memory is always my most favorite memory. Just always looking forward to competing here. I mean, it's our fans. They always come out every single match and show their love and support. So I just feel like it's always good going out there and putting your best forward. Like, it's your best effort out there for them and giving them excitement and stuff like that, and they give us energy. So, I mean, I think Penn State means more than I can express.
One more.
Cael kind of alluded to it that you had been sick, and I guess you'd missed a few matches this season. With it being your last year, has that been tough for you to miss those matches when you want to maybe go out there? And what do you do? Where do you watch the match from when you're not out there? And take us through what it's like if we're sitting on the couch next to you.
Yeah,
Or maybe the bench.
You probably won't want to be next to me when I'm not wrestling. I'm pretty I'm not very happy. But it's just one of those things. I mean, I've realized that I've matured, just understanding that again, your best wrestling's in March, and kind of it's focused on that. But again, no, I mean it's not a good feeling not being out there wrestling, especially seeing your guys suit up and stuff like that. You're kind of just laying low. But if things escalate outside of the mat, I mean, I'll be right there. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just focused on keep getting better and helping the guys out and getting better myself.
All right, thanks, folks. All right, thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.